It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Texans and the Browns, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Pickett now on first down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on third down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards you needed and then some. And made that snap a huge success.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Pickett. Caught left side by Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And then we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 43, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now Pickett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Hands it off out of the gun. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And they'll run again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they've started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. Pickett sets up play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it with the 15. A big play there, just before halftime. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watson now to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Christian Watson with 3 touchdown receptions. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. David Montgomery with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw is Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Cooper.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head, make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Butker's kick here is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From the 6.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Chubb will get the call, running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. 20, 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And the Browns getting set to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Now it's Watson.
Bell brings it in across the formation.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down and 3.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Watson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Man, 220 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville